From the Newstalk ZB newsroom, this is Newsfix.
In this update, the America's Cup's once again New Zealand's Cup. The bubbly is flowing in Barcelona after Team New Zealand secured a 7-2 series win over Britain for an historic third win in a row. Kiwi skipper Peter Burling said it was an amazing feeling and an amazing scoreline as the black-clad winning crew was surrounded by a flotilla of boats with horns blaring as they cracked open large bottles of champagne, spraying each other and the high-tech boat. An Air New Zealand plane was briefly grounded at Sydney Airport after a bomb scare last night. Flight NZ247 departed Wellington at around 4:20 with 140 passengers on board. 9 News says a tactical operation unit, paramedics and firefighters were called to where the aircraft had landed but were stood down within an hour. Kiwi banks calling for a fairer playing field across the banking sector. Public submissions are now open for the Parliamentary Select Committee inquiry into banking competition. Kiwi Bank Chief Executive Steve Yukovic says the system is unfair for the smaller players.
It doesn't make any sense to Kiwi Bank that we have a one-size-fits-all regime where what they need to do when they're 1,500 times smaller is the same as a big organisation like ANZ.
As inflation starts to cool, another issue is expected to hamper New Zealand's economy. The latest Infometrics forecast shows unemployment's expected to bite until at least mid-2025. Chief forecaster Gareth Kernan says the number of available jobs is unlikely to increase by even 1% before June next year. He says from June there will start to be a proper turnaround.
Economic growth does start to pick up in the middle of next year, and certainly by late 2025 we have actually revised up our forecasts for economic growth as the faster interest rate cut from the Reserve Bank kick in.
And that's news. I'm Donna Marie Lever. To sport, 3 America's Cup wins on the bounce for Team New Zealand, cruising to victory with a 7-2 series win over Britannia. The Kiwi syndicate winning race 9 by 37 seconds to clinch the required 7th win and keep the old mug. The new ball has worked wonders for the Black Caps to turn an even first cricket test against India in Bengaluru their way after day 4. India's lost their last 7 wickets for 54 runs, going from 408 for 3 to 462 all out, with Will O'Rourke and Matt Henry taking 3 wickets each. That's left the Black Caps a target of 107 on the final day to win a first test in India since 1988. And Wellington will host next weekend's NPC final after beating Waikato 29-24 in the capital to earn hosting rights for the big dance against Bay of Plenty. And that's sport.
For more news, listen to Newstalk ZB live on iHeartRadio.